Recording. Test.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Great.
That's a hell of a test.
Listeners love that, don't they?
Directly into the microphone.
7825, code 6, 105 North Avenue, 52.
Prepare to be fucked by the long dick of the law. This isn't happening. Everyone look away, please. Nothing to see here.
You can't break those cuffs.
Make him away, Toy.
Welcome to Thought Cops, the only podcast for every week we talk about what's outraging the internet, and then we let you be the judge, we let you be the jury, we let you be the executioner, too, in the court of public opinion, coming to you live from Neo, Chicago. I'm Officer Kevin.
And I am Officer Grant.
What's up?
I'm Deputy Schultz.
What's up?
What's up?
Schultz.
I'm Private Alex. I like the officer thing. I think that's funny.
We got a fun little fucking thing going on this show.
Yeah, it is. I was thinking on the way over here what I should be. I should be like the young hotshot rookie. I was top of the class at the academy, and then I was a little overzealous.
The Thought Cops Posting Academy.
You were the guy that made all the sound effects.
Sir, yes, sir.
Before we talk about Thought Cops Academy, let's thank our guest from last week, Luke Taylor. Wow. What a wild story. Luke and his battle against Mr. Peanut.
I heard that.
Yeah, it was
Shame.
a harrowing tale.
Rest in peace, Luke.
An episode not to be missed. That's right. Rest in peace, Luke. But, like we've already said, we got Alex Schultz in the house. What's up, Alex?
Oh, that's me.
That's you. And Alex, you're also a Chicago-based content creator.
That's me, man.
That's you.
Just
That's
a
you.
content creator,
Would
man.
you
I'm on the
describe
net.
yourself as an influencer?
Oh, I certainly would. I'm online. Over 300 Instagram followers.
Oh! So, Be Nice to Me Productions.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about it.
Well, I don't know. There's not much to tell. It's just comedy. Just sketch comedy. Me and some buddies. And, yeah, I don't know. We just kind of throw together stuff, whatever. They'll shoot me an idea. I shoot them an idea. It's really just, I don't know, just some fun boys.
That's
having
pretty standard,
fun.
yeah.
I mean, you check it out, you see what it is. We're just fucking around, having fun. Just trying to make good shit. Just trying to make good quality, I hate to say content, but trying to create some quality. I mean, you go on YouTube, you log on to youtube.com, and it's just what? It's just 99.9% just sludge.
Filth.
Just absolute gutter trash. So just trying to beautify the YouTube landscape.
And you're doing a great job. One of our listeners brought you guys to our attention because they're like, hey, you guys are in Chicago. You got to get Be Nice to Me Productions on there. And we're like, okay, let's look them up.
And I feel like it's one of those things that it like fell into our lap right at the last, like right at the right time, because like we were talking about last episode with Luke and the him threatening to kill Mr. Peanut, and then having all these people stand up for social media creators, and someone dropped your video of the social media manager into our Discord channel, and it's just, that was one of my favorite videos on YouTube.
Oh my god,
it's so
that's
fucking,
a big website.
It's fucking great. And we were Kevin and I were at a party full of comedians, and I put your video on, and a room full of people who do comedy semi-amateurly thought that the video was fucking hilarious.
I'm happy to hear that. That's a tough crowd. You go to some stand-ups in Chicago, it's oh,
we know.
You guys do stand-up?
Yeah,
once in a while.
We bombed plenty of times at the open mics. Oh, it's like, there's 7 other comedians who are sitting there and they already heard the same bit 7 times. They're not feeling it.
They're all just bouncing each other's ideas back and forth to each other.
It's rough,
while
man.
you're
it's
on
a rough
stage.
Circuit.
Hilarious, man. Yeah, by the way, if you ever go to a stand-up show, feel free to talk in the crowd.
It's rough, man. The few times I haven't done it in probably over a year or so, but man, it's just, I don't like it enough to do it consistently to put myself through that of just like, because if you're not like in the little, cruise where like you get there and they're like, oh, yeah, so-and-so, put them on. He goes on first.
Yeah, I mean, you got to work up
and
to
you're
that,
waiting there for like 3-4 hours and you're like, gee, I can't stand this.
That's did you try Cole's open mic in Logan Square?
No, never
that
been.
one, like, you got to wait like 4 hours to go up.
Probably won't be going then.
Yeah. Don't do it. I'll say one of the funniest experiences I had recently was I told a joke. It didn't get a laugh, but some guy at the bar goes, "That is true." And he's right. It was true.
Just a definitive statement.
It felt good to be validated.
No, it's sad, man. I was listening. I listened to the last podcast, and it's just like the internet gets gayer and gayer every single day. It's less fun. Like you can't even fuck around with some stupid company's dumb mascot. It's just so boring. Like everything gets more and more regulated, and even on YouTube, it's like seems like every month they're always like, and actually we have new restrictions where you can't really say this, or we'll delete half your videos.
That sort of seems to be, I think you sort of seem to dig into that, though, with some of the videos that you've made. The Vox video you made where you call it Cox.
Not my most clever.
It's
very
fucking,
clever, but
fucking brilliant. Some of that shit, like, is that sort of what fuels the fire for some of those videos? Just looking at sort of the state of things and being so discontent with it? Because that certainly fuels the fire for Thought Cops.
Yeah, definitely. It's just... I mean, I don't know. Just like I said, it's just getting so fucking boring. It's like, Vox, that Vox guy. What to say about him?
Mr. Vox, fuck you. Sorry, had to say it.
It's like you can't make fun of anyone anymore. You can't. Oh, you know what's good? I was just watching yesterday. You should look this up. You ever watch No Jumper?
No.
Oh, good. Because he's pretty cringy, but he interviews all these rap guys, and he was interviewing Young Thug. And you would think Young Thug, he does whatever he wants, right?
Yeah, he's a young thug.
When he makes a song, he doesn't give a fuck. He says whatever the fuck he wants. And he was talking about how he can't say anything anymore. He was like lamenting. He's like, oh man, I wish, those are the times. He was thinking back to this old song he put out. And he's like, those are the times, man. You can say whatever you want now. Now you can't even make fun of gay people. And he's like, you can't say shit about gay people anymore.
Protected class.
And you would think that Young Thug would be able to say whatever the fuck he wanted in his songs. If he wants to, go off and say fag or say whatever, you'd think he could. But
he is a young thug.
Even Young Thug. Yeah, he's a thug. He's a gang member. Even Young Thug is like censoring himself. It
sucks
sad.
Because the alternative to that is almost always like some far right fringe thing. It's like, oh, yeah, Twitter. I guess you can't say anything on Twitter anymore. Then it's like, well, come on over to Gab, where we're all Nazis, and it's like, well, I don't want that either.
Yeah.
I just want to be mean to people like in 2012.
Fucking horseshoe theory.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly, man. I just want to be on an Xbox Live server in 2007 when I'm gaming, and you might hear some things. People
you might let something slip.
People are really going to let loose on an Xbox Live server.
So I really miss that sometimes, just because it's like I feel like nothing. I've probably said this like 50 episodes ago or something, but nothing shocks me anymore to see. I'm never like,
it's sad.
Oh, look at that. It's just like, oh, it's the same drivel, just eating the same slop out of the same fucking trough.
Yeah, that's YouTube.
Yeah.
Every video is just horse sludge. Oh, I went to a new restaurant. This is a restaurant vlog. And I'm at a restaurant, and I ate a...
So you guys don't do that kind of stuff?
I do. I have some vlogs. Yeah. Well, I have some vlogs, but they're satirical. They're...
You mean you don't come at it from like an honest perspective?
No, I do not, Kevin.
Honesty is a dangerous game, man.
Yeah.
You have done a couple, though. What's it like shooting some of the scenes you've done in downtown Chicago with people around you watching? A lot of times interacting with some of those people, because we've done a couple sort of remote things where we went and interviewed people at Naruto Run around Trump Tower.
Oh, yeah.
Which Grant went on record and said that was the most intelligent political protest he's ever...
And I stand by that. But like just being around people and like having to interview, like just interacting with people in that sort of sense freaks me the fuck out. But you did the one where you're like a pickup artist and you're like
getting some pussy,
cringily
slamming,
hitting on women and stuff like that. Like, are you comfortable with doing that, or is that just a thing where you're just like, fuck it?
I got to be honest. I have an autism switch that I can just turn right on, and like I can just like I don't even really look at them, to be honest. When I was doing that. Like I don't look them in the eye. I just sort of go like, and just sort of look around them, and I'm able. Yeah, I really don't care. And
I think it's fun because again, some of our videos like that or like the Shrek Fest video, it's just I get like a little bit of an adrenaline rush from just like erasing.
I hate it. I
any
hate
of
it.
my awareness and just being a complete dumbass.
You're never going to see him again, so who cares? Yeah.
Unless they go to your YouTube channel and they're like, oh, that's the guy that was clutching his ass, limping off of the CTA bus when I was trying to get on.
There's some outtakes from that. Like 4 times, someone pulled over and was like, got out of their car and was like, oh my God, are you okay? When I was walking around. Because like they were in the car shooting me. So it looked like I was by myself. And like 4 people went,
got their asses.
Yeah, I was like, out of the car, all concerned.
Oh, don't worry, man. I'm a YouTuber. This is typical.
I pulled out my YouTube license. No worries, ma'am. Just making content. Some hot content going on here.
And we do love content here in the show. Speaking of, let's get to our content.
Yeah.
We got our Chicago live show coming up very soon with Asterios Kokkinos and Sriracha.
Hey, I got to come by.
You better come by.
What date and time would it be?
Oh, that's going to be at August 22nd at 7 p.m. or 10 p.m.
And where would this be located?
At the Crowd Theater here in Neo Chicago.
Okay.
So,
what do you mean by Neo Chicago?
It's just like this dumb fucking thing I say every time.
Yeah. I think that was like the first episode. You were like, oh, Neo Greek Town.
Yeah.
And I was like, why'd you call it that?
Yeah,
and you're like, it's just look at here. And I'm like, I've lived here, 10 years, however long.
And guess what? I opened your eyes to a whole new living experience.
You really did.
Yeah, it took you a while to warm up to that. I remember you're like, that's stupid. And then
that's usually my...
and then 10 episodes later, guess who's calling it fucking Neo Chicago? You.
Is it like a Blade Runner thing? That's what it reminds me of. Like
it's kind of like what I was going for, like a Blade Runner, Akira.
The neon Mr. Greek sign outside.
Yeah.
Just like Blade Runner.
Yeah. If you've seen the movie, the new one, you know that there's a scene that takes place at Mr. Greek's here in Neo Greek Town, where Ryan Gosling eats a big old cheeseburger.
I haven't seen that Gosling flick. I usually catch all of his flicks.
Oh, you got to check that flick out. It's a modern classic, in my opinion.
We reviewed it for Fire Bros, our spin-off podcast. You can check out at patreon.com/thoughtcops.
Yeah.
$2 a month.
That's it?
$2 a month.
How much you guys making? You guys making bags off that?
Oh, well, that's, I would say that's private, but it is public knowledge. And guess what? And all you got to do to find out is go to patreon.com/thoughtcops. And while you're there,
and you can contribute.
Yeah, go ahead and throw some cashola our way.
It does help with hosting and all that shit, keeping the website up.
You do want the website to stay up, don't you? I
certainly do.
I'm talking to the listeners. Do they honestly give a fuck what happens to me and you?
I don't know.
Sometimes I begin to wonder.
312-788-7361. Call us. Let us know that you still care.
It would be nice.
Can't wait to see you called in.
Oh, we got some voicemails, and we'll get to those towards the end of the show. But before we do, let's talk about this very famous, very favorite segment of the show called 2 Minutes of Hate. We like to blanket punish these things we see online. They bother us. They irritate us. They get under our skin.
Usually you go first, but Alex is over here rubbing his hands together. He is
rubbing his hands together.
I'm ready, baby.
I'm going to let you go off.
Tee me up. Oh, was there a count? I didn't know if there was going to be a 2 minute countdown or
I'll give you a 3, 2
timer.
I'm going to go 3, 2, and then I'm not going to say 1. I'm going to point at you. So 3, 2.
Boy. Okay, so my 2 minutes of hate is aimed at boomer computer illiteracy arrogance. And if you know anyone who's older, you have run into this at some point where they go, I'm not one of those computer people. And you just want to smash their dentures in. Where you go, oh yeah, in 2019 you're not a computer person. They're like taking their retardedness and trying to turn it into some virtue. It's like they're calling you a nerd or something. Like,
Right,
I'm
right.
not. Sorry, I'm not. When I was your age, I wasn't on a computer. I was out playing kickball.
That's not a fucking option for us.
Exactly. And it's like, it's 2019. Yeah, you're not a computer person. Okay, I don't know if you checked.
They're all
not.
on their phones more than I am.
Exactly.
More than their phones, they're on their fucking tablets. You ever notice
the
that
tablets.
boomers love
I'm on my
tablets?
iPad. I'm on my iPad.
It's like a phone, but it's bigger. I have bigger buttons.
They're fucking big dumb hands. Idiots.
And it's like, what was I going to say? How
I
are
don't
know. It's a computer. Like you have to be like Mark Zuckerberg. You have to be like this. You're in the Matrix. You're moving things with your hands. You're moving a mile a minute. Click that keyboard for me. I'm in the net. Yeah, I'm coding. CC plus JavaScript. Code is just going past your eyelids. I think that's what they think when you're on a computer. But really, it's just how do you work Microsoft Word? How do you Google search a website?
How do I get this fucking paperclip to go away?
Yeah. But just the arrogance of just like,
and they've made user interfaces so fucking user friendly nowadays that it's just like you don't have to know how to do anything.
Yeah.
All you're doing is going to Facebook
And go to your local library.
Yeah.
Go to your fucking local library and get a class.
Wipe the cum off the keyboard.
Yeah.
Because there will be some.
First and foremost, yes.
And
just the like, yeah, sorry, I'm not one of those. I'm not one of these computer people. Like, I have tape around my glasses, and I'm just, I'm on my computer.
Computers are really cool. You can just use them to beat off and stuff.
That's true, Kevin. A salient point.
We'll drop some links in the description of the episode. To some different porn sites.
Porn.com, sex.com,
sex.com, baby.
Fuck.com. Is there a
FUQ.
fuck.com?
Yeah, it's got categories.
So, Alex, what is your punishment for these boomer computer illiterates?
I'm going to slit their throats. And that is an actionable threat on your show.
You heard it here, folks.
I mean, fuck. It's
as long as it's not Mr. Peanut, we're fine.
True. It's just old people in general.
Yeah. We don't need them. Your time is up.
Yeah.
They're canceled.
Yeah.
Sweetie, you are canceled. Sweetheart, take off your diaper. You've been canceled.
I'm going to go.
Yeah, go. It's your show. Do what you want.
You're going out? All right, go off, King.
King Kevin. Take your time.
Kevin's got the... wait, who's that comic who goes off on people? Something Black?
Lewis Black.
Lewis Black. We're the young... three young Lewis Blacks. These fucking old people.
Good God, I don't think I had one this week.
What are you talking about? You had a whole list in that
There's
Google
a
Doc.
list. I guess I'll...
Don't take one of mine and then claim it as your own and then butcher it.
You can take one of mine. I don't care.
You did
Alex,
bring in
are yours,
three.
are
I did
yours in the
throw
pink?
3 on there, yeah.
Okay, I got one.
All right.
All right, you guys have probably used this one on your show already, but people who use internet phrases in real life. There's this chick at my job that has said weird flex, but okay, out loud on several occasions.
It's not a lie.
And it totally doesn't make me want to bring a loaded pistol to work.
In a self-defense situation, correct?
It does not make me want to do that. I made it clear that it does not make me want to do that.
Yeah.
I will do it in Minecraft.
Sure. That's a given.
You've got something that's do you want to mention this? The thing that's sort of like internet culture in real life that you sort of bring yourself into work as a nerd day that you were posting about?
I don't want to talk about that. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not.
I don't care.
I'm not.
It's not my job on the line.
I'm going to go off on this thing that I brought in about this girl at my job who said this stupid fucking thing.
This is some great character work.
Weird flex, but okay. Where did you hear that one, I wonder? The internet? Oh, did you have to see 50 other people say it before you did? Because you have so little self-confidence in your own ability to come up with something funny to say that you had to take something from
I think it's
Twitter.
It's like if you don't know how to be funny, like if you're not like a naturally like just sort of jovial, fly off the hip kind of person, you just, I don't know, you're taking like some sort of template, like you saw this you saw this online and it made you laugh, so you just use that as
Must make other people laugh.
We
right?
have a
you
really
just
hard
use
time
running a
relating to
script.
that kind of thing because like we're so
I'm
funny.
so hilarious,
It's
yeah.
like I can't even imagine what it's like to be that stupid.
You
I just-
know unfunny people though. Like I think
Yeah, I'm
sort
gonna
of
name
building
them.
building off of Alex's example, people that just they'll be scrolling through Twitter or something and they'll just show you a photo on their phone
Yeah.
and it's like, look at this, laugh at this, and it's like
that's a funny picture.
That's not you being funny. That's just you showing me someone else's work.
I do that too, but it's only funny good stuff. it's okay when I do it. All right.
right.
Right, sorry.
No, I've never done that.
Gotcha.
Let me see your phone. So yeah, my punishment is this stupid girl at the job gets fired. They boot her ass for being so fucking dumb.
Okay, that's a little harsh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why don't you go with something nicer?
People gotta
like,
pay rent,
I'm
all
gonna.
right.
I don't know what to say, man. I'm scared to say anything these days.
And you call yourself a Bernie bro.
I'm scared to say anything because, I mean, God knows, you say something to a peanut. What if you say something to a human being? I don't want to get canceled.
It's a slippery slope, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Slippery slope.
Speaking of slippery slope, what do you have? What's your funny thing?
software makes your face look different.
Okay.
You guys seen this software?
I have seen it.
I've been
Makes
seeing
your,
some
makes
people.
your face look different.
They're looking a little bit older than they usually do.
It's hilarious. You take a photo of yourself, and the software makes you look different.
Yeah.
You could be whoever you want. You could be lady.
You could be an old lady.
An old lady. You could be an old whatever gender you currently are.
You could be a baby.
You could be an Asian.
Really?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
They took the Asian one down actually because of racism.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah,
See,
they
that's what
did.
I'm talking about. Were people like pulling their eyes back and everything?
Well, that's the thing. You don't have to do that anymore.
I just did it for you.
Oh, there's an app for that. All right.
Yeah. Did it like put your teeth out and stuff? It gave you like a rice hat.
They're just
Yeah.
like, it just like completely like,
It starts
yeah.
That would-
playing that.
That'd be hilarious if there was an app like that like literally did exactly that. No, I know that because Justin Wang, who is Asian,
Yes.
understandably was posting a bunch of like Alex Jones and Joe Rogan interview, and both of them are Asian, and it's just hilarious. And then they took it down, and I was super bummed about it because it's like, so that's not okay, but being like a lady or being an old
Yeah.
person or being a dog.
I'm confused
fine.
here. You're upset that people are doing this, but only when it's not racist. You're like, I hate when people put pictures of themselves when they're old, but when they're Chinese, that's good.
I just like Justin Wang a lot, and he was really bummed out that there were no more Asian filter. But
I'm bummed that I didn't even get to do it. I want to do it now. Set it to the Sagwa theme
Well, all
song.
he has to do is take a selfie and say #NoFilter.
yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't care. It's not funny to me.
It's not.
Look at me, but I'm old. Great.
The Asian face is pretty funny though.
Bring that back.
I would want that.
Let's make our own.
Go to an app school. What are those like night schools that teach you how to code?
Oh, there's like coding boot camps.
Code Academy just to make the Asian face
Imagine
filter
how much
again.
ass you get in that academy. Coding boot
I
camp.
don't think there's many women in that
I don't know.
academy. I would be shocked if there are, probably big. Probably pretty big.
Well, you know what?
You think you got to do a bunch of push-ups and pull-ups and run 8 miles a day when you go to coding boot camp?
0
Yeah.
1 0 0 1 0.
Fuck, I'm back at 0 again.
I'll never make the racist face app.
So did they have more races?
No, just
Did they have,
Well,
I don't
that's your
think-
problem. You
There's
got to
no
get everybody.
there's no blackface software that I've seen. I
Oh.
can't imagine that
That's a
flying
bummer.
over well.
I remember there was one on Snapchat. It was like
was that actually on Face App? The Face App? It was old
I don't-
people.
I don't know.
It was girl, old people, Asian.
well, I remember specifically there was a Jamaican filter on Snapchat for like a
Oh,
day.
God.
I think we talked about that again in a very, very early episode of Thought
Yeah.
Cops. But it put a Rasta hat on you. It was just like
Oh, and what, you like smoking a joint or something?
possibly.
See, people give a fuck about that, but like you can go out on St. Patrick's Day and I'm drunk. Irish people do get drunk.
Yeah.
They drink way too much.
Yeah.
They drink
Frankly,
in the morning.
yes.
They have like a whiskey shot in the morning. I'm Irish, by the way. I can say that.
You see, that's how that works. He can say that.
I'm also Asian, so I can.
What
I can make
else?
fun of
The
Asians.
listeners
I'm black,
don't know.
too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
Unless
black.
they go to your channel and subscribe. You could be any one of those people in that video.
Go to Be Nice to Me Productions on YouTube
That's
and
right.
cancel Alex. Anyway, so if you haven't listened to Thought Cops before, every week we investigate the internet's outrage-inducing news stories, and then we sentence each perpetrator to a cruel and very often unusual punishment.
Uh-oh.
Let's get to it. We got the big one this week. The big one. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking the big fish. Bagel Boss.
Chris Morgan, hero.
Oh, he has a name?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, his
I
name
did
was
some
Bagel
digging
Boss.
already.
He just happened to be in the right place at the right time for that video.
So,
Mr. Boss.
can we all watch that video? Let's just, I know a lot of listeners have probably already
I'm
seen
sure
it,
they've
but
already
let's,
seen
I feel like we're already 3 news cycles behind on this one.
Yeah.
You got to do the deep dive into his YouTube channel. That's what I did.
He has a YouTube channel.
Oh, you didn't know this?
Oh, God.
How much research did you do for this show? What do you got
very
written on the
much. We don't.
notepad?
it's not
We
part of
don't-
the show.
That's how much money
We got
on
potato
Patreon.
chips, Teespring,
Yeah.
Twitch.
Those are just websites we use. My internet isn't working. We can't watch the video. Oh, yep. No, it's working.
All right.
Being
Folks,
very
it's been
slow.
it's been a wild ride, but Grant's internet is working. Slowly but surely, we are about to watch the Bagel Boss video. All right. The thumbnails are beginning to load.
You're not lying. They're coming in.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. It's Comcast.
Yeah, dial up.
I have Comcast. I don't. Never. I'll relax. Sorry, I'm starting to. My inner Bagel Boss is coming out right now.
Google cannot be reached. Wait, here it goes. There
Google,
it
the
goes.
world's
Oh,
most
there we
popular
go.
website.
Don't watch the fucking Barstool Sports version.
What is
All
that?
the other versions are.
Little bagel man loses his mind.
This one I think should work, so long as it loads.
You know, and in the meantime, I got another go-off point here.
Yeah,
Go off.
Snapchat should be illegal.
I agree.
You ever been on Snapchat?
I stopped.
Look what
I
they give
stopped-
me today. Read that. Read the top, and then read.
Love, don't judge.
No, the first one. It says, what's it say?
Oh, for you.
For me. This is curated especially for me, and it says,
Love, don't judge. I have a really fat wife. Get over it.
The curvy wife guy.
why was that put into my feed? And they got some nerdy
It's for you.
little fuck, and honestly, she's kind of thick.
A
His
little.
thick wife.
It's the
A little
algorithm.
bit.
For you. I have a really fat wife. Get over it.
This shit is not fucking loading.
I guess they think that I would care that
Should you just
Yeah,
reset
that
that
way.
I'm.
I don't care.
Yeah, I am.
I think that you're having some
You
issue
want
with.
to fuck a fatty? That's your prerogative.
I'm disconnecting from this shit. It's probably fucking Discord. Discord's fucking garbage. As
Oh,
soon
what
as I
the
close
fuck?
Discord. God
Okay.
damn it.
All right. Zwick, hold up. We'll take it back here. Cut this part out where we're all. You can leave some of the jibber jabber in. Some of this
Some
has been,
of it. Some of it's good content.
This has been fun, but now you can take whenever we're talking to you.
Yeah, take this part out, please. Please and thank you.
Yeah, actually, leave it in. This is kind of funny.
Great. Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites. You should be dead"? That's okay. Women in general have said
This
it
is
on
still
dating
so funny.
sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not
the biting
God
lip.
or my father or my boss.
Oh, my boss.
Yes.
Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not standing, pal.
Apparently not.
You shut up too. Just like, no.
I love that the guy's so tall that he doesn't even fit in the frame.
Oh my god. I just wanted bagels.
I also like
I just wanted bagels.
And a guy 3 times my size. That's okay.
3 times my size.
Oh, I've never seen this angle.
I didn't either.
This is like a JFK assassination. There's just so much.
The second laughing woman.
Oh my
Dude,
god!
you just got fucking tackled to the ground. What are you gonna fight more people? It's a very small man.
He's got a point.
All right. Well,
Women do be hating on small fellas.
Women be
It's hard out here for a small fella.
shopping, and yeah.
I have been wondering. I think the question on everybody's mind is, what the hell happened before they started filming?
I can fill that in because I've actually watched. I've watched more interviews with him than I would care to. And
Okay.
probably
You
more
were the
time
tall
than
guy
I
in the
should
video,
be.
right? That
Yeah, that was
tackled him?
me.
Yeah.
I laid
So
his ass out.
what's
The story
backstory?
was he'd been there 2 times previously, and he wanted
small bagel, please.
he has diabetes, so he can't have the egg yolk. You know those shitty patties that like McDonald's use.
Yeah.
He wanted the egg white, not with the one with the egg yolk in it. So this has already happened two times previous, and then he gets there again. It's the same lady. He's trying to explain to her, "I need the egg white, not the egg yolk."
Right.
And she was apparently couldn't speak English that well, and was like, "Oh yeah, okay," just kind of dismissive. And he felt he was being maligned.
discriminated against.
And then she starts laughing because I'm sure he was asking in a very nice, calm way. I'm sure he was like, "Oh, ma'am, you know, I'm sorry. I have like this. I have a medical thing. I can't. I'm sorry to bother you." I'm sure that was his tone, right?
Yeah.
And he wasn't like, "What the fuck? I come in here all the time."
Women in general.
Women in general don't make the fucking bagels right.
I just love that. We were talking last week about Luke and how him threatening to kill Mr. Peanut is similar to going into a store and yelling at the minimum wage making worker.
Right.
And here's a guy that's yelling at a minimum wage making worker, and now he's internet famous.
He's a celebrity.
He's like the biggest meme of the year.
I'm sure Luke would have liked if that was equivalent. He'd be,
Yeah, he'd
like,
be in there.
man screams over the internet at Mr. Peanut social media people.
Nobody cares.
Also, these people have the easiest jobs, the social media
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
fucking people.
Yeah, I
It's
get paid
just-
$30 an hour to pretend to be a peanut.
Oh, and I like comment like, like they'll Photoshop Mr. Peanut on a horse. Take me to the old town Peanut Road.
Remember Metabots?
He deserves to die for that. Yeah.
Remember Metabots? Mr.
kind
Peanut's
of.
a Metabot now. It's funny.
They'll put Mr. Peanut. Mr. Peanut. He's in like a metallic suit. On my way to Area 51. And you're just like, you just hate these people that run these fucking accounts, dude. They just suck so hard.
The world
man.
is a vampire.
I hate the companies trying to, the big companies trying to be like, no, popular meme. But also us.
Sucks.
Oreo cookie. Oh.
We're just like you.
Oh, look.
Sorry, we can't give you guys health care, but we're just like you.
So let's talk a little bit more here. Bagel Boss, obviously hit video,
Yeah.
Smash
but
it.
there's been, like you said, a lot of interviews where the story only gets wilder. So
Yeah, talking about, yeah.
at one point, he compares himself to a modern day Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
I believe in the same interview, somebody asks him if he ever says the N-word.
They asked him if he's racist. This is my favorite part. They ask him if he's sexist.
He goes, yeah.
He goes, yeah. And then they ask him if he's racist.
No,
and
they
he
ask
goes,
him if he's homophobic.
Sorry, right. They
And
ask
what
him
does
if
he
he's
say?
homophobic.
And
he
he goes-
says, I don't care if gay people are gay. I just don't want them touching me.
Especially my private parts. He
Especially.
goes, especially my private parts.
This guy is...
Okay,
oh
dude.
my God.
And then they ask him if he's racist, and he goes, no, I'm not racist, but sometimes I get a little angry and the word comes out. So he just volunteered that information to a fucking nationally syndicated television show.
He's angry. He's,
Relatable gamer moment, I think we can all agree.
yeah.
I didn't
You
know
think-
he
Relatable
has two
PewDiePie
disabilities. He's a manlet and he's a gamer.
Do we think he's a gamer, though, in all seriousness?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's not
If
fucking
he's
joke
using-
about
if
this,
he's
Grant.
using that word, yes.
It's
a
Gamers
gamer.
Month, and I would prefer if people weren't using stolen valor.
Man, let it a gamer.
Anyway.
Stolen valor. Man.
He also says he would like to fight other celebrities.
You know what? I got to hand it to him. He is going pretty... He's spinning this into something... He's going like Bad Baby route. You know,
You're not just saying that because he's the
Hot
size of
boy.
a baby.
no, the catch me outside.
Oh, yeah.
That
yeah.
girl. Look at her. She's like
He's selling
legitimately
t-shirts.
famous now. Yeah,
He's selling
I think
Bagel
he's
Boss
flipping
t-shirts.
it pretty good.
Catch him outside.
Yeah.
You can,
If you can see him.
hashtag catch him outside.
Look down. Yeah, with a
wanna go
magnifying glass or
outside?
something.
Oh, my God. So, This is I know Grant, you put this on Twitter. Grant wants to fight the Bagel Boss. So we're trying to get...
It wouldn't even be very
Now,
difficult.
for context here, I just walked in. Grant is about 6'6".
6'4", but yeah.
Oh, but still.
Just if anyone didn't know.
It'd be fun. I wouldn't even have to use my hands. You could just tie my hands behind me. I'd just kick him a bunch.
That would
It'd
work.
be easy.
You'd knee him. You could probably knee him in the head.
He got tackled by some guy. The guy didn't even look that threatening.
So
No, it looked like someone's dad.
Yeah.
currently we're sitting at about D-list internet celebrities. Maybe C-, but I want to work our way up.
I don't know. That's a little high.
Let's get up
G.
to a C+.
There's something lower than Z.
J.
Grant, do you want to fight the Bagel Boss or not?
Yes.
Well, then let's just there's some positive energy here. Please retweet Grant's Twitter post at Grant Mooney. Bagel Boss versus Grant Mooney. It's happening. And if you want to see it, come to the live show in Chicago, August 22nd. That's
Dude,
right.
if he's coming to Chicago, you got to go. If he comes to some radio stations around here, pay attention to where he's going, and then you meet him outside one of
That's
the
a good
radio
idea.
stations or something. With you bring someone to film it. You bring boxing gloves. You have the trunks, and you have bagels. You have a bag of bagels or something, and you throw bagels at him, and you go, "I want to fight you, Chris."
I start throwing eggs at him, but only the yolks.
You start
And it'll be
hiding
the-
his diabetes medicine.
I mean, legally stalking, sure, but
I mean, but it's for content. As
Yeah,
we
you
said,
could
we're
do it.
content creators. It's
You have it as the Chad Manlet matchup.
hell yes. Finally,
so how do we sentence this guy?
I think that you
A
should fight him.
timeout.
A timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout followed by an ass kicking by
A
Grant.
timeout and no apple juice for snacks.
Well, of course, that might be.
Yeah, because he's got diabetes, so he can't
Well,
be drinking
true,
apple
true,
juice.
right.
No sugar-free apple juice.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sugar-free apple juice.
Let's move on, though. We got Alex. You hinted at this a little bit.
Yeah.
Facebook is planning to raid Area 51.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm laughing already. I'm in hysterics. That's so funny.
So what's the sentence here?
They get shot. They get shot on premises.
Mark Zuckerberg's going to be the king of the world soon, so we should probably temper what we say here.
They get shot in Minecraft.
Did you see that article about he was going into having some programmers come up with some script to find articles and posts that were calling Mark Zuckerberg gay or calling him an alien or calling him fucking stupid and have them deleted?
Yeah, I wonder why we want to raid Area 51. Maybe that's where Mark Zuckerberg's...
That's where he
freaking
landed.
family's
that's
at.
where his freaking bedroom is at.
Yeah, what, are you having a family reunion there or something?
Anyway, this is hilarious stuff.
What is that? I actually didn't look at that. Is that Facebook's
There's some big meme.
official account?
yeah, someone
was
made a-
But it's for some reason made
Someone
CNN
made an event
in the news.
and 1.5 million people checked into the event
Oh,
of yes,
right.
I'm going.
Oh yeah, that's-
Well, we always mean, if they, first of all, if they say maybe, they're not going to come. If they say yes, they're not going to come.
Yeah.
I mean, when we went to the Naruto run around Trump Tower, a couple 100,000 people, I think, checked into it.
And there were,
But there were 50, 100 people there.
At least.
All
I would say
dressed up
probably
in
about
Naruto
200.
costumes,
Yeah.
protesting the government. So this could be the same thing.
well, I'm glad you brought that up because there was that news segment that was, I believe it was CNN, where they said that people were planning on Naruto running around the Area 51 facility so they would be able to better dodge bullets.
That's hilarious. That makes me... I'm rolling on the ground.
Alex,
you guys see me. The
you're-
viewers can't see it home, but you can see I am rolling
Alex is
on the ground
he's ruffling currently.
yeah.
And
He's
if-
not making very much noise for a person whose mouth is
But I am rolling on
directly
the... I
placed
am
onto a microphone. But yeah,
rolling
out
on
of
the
breath,
floor,
really.
laughing to himself.
That's something my mom would send me on Facebook. Oh, did you see the Netflix
Look at this.
thing about it? My mom keeps me up to date on all the big. Oh, have you seen Chernobyl? Oh, have you seen? Oh, you gotta watch.
oh man, your mom's a normie.
Yeah, aren't all moms?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you gotta watch the next. Oh, you gotta watch the Bird Box on Netflix. This is so good.
What a
I
shit
go,
movie that was.
Okay, mom. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Check
Did
out
you
this.
guys watch Bird Box?
Yeah, we watched it for our spin-off show, Fire Bros, which I
for
won't...
$2 a month, you can go to patreon.com/thoughtcops and
All right, we're desperate, folks.
We watched it.
That was
Obvious enough.
horrendous, right? That was like really bad.
Really bad.
I really liked the idea of it, but the execution was so fucking...
Idea stupid, movie
I
stupid.
felt like
I
agree. My
agree
own
there, Kev.
projection of it was like, oh, I see what they're trying to go for. Like, I got it, But then what I was thinking and what they were thinking were two different things, and I was like, I don't got it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm making sense.
I love the acting.
Not really.
Yeah,
the acting was really good. I like when Machine Gun Kelly was like, "Oh, what are those things out there?" And you're like, "Oh my god, Machine Gun Kelly is so scared." But then he was also like a player and stuff, and he was like,
Is Machine Gun Kelly in that movie?
You haven't seen it?
I've seen it. Yeah, I just don't. I don't.
He's like one of the main characters. What are you talking about? He's in the house with John Malkovich.
I don't actually know who Machine Gun Kelly is, and
He's a rapper. He's the wild boy rapper. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. And he's the player guy in the John Malkovich house in Bird Box. He goes like, "Oh shit, baby girl, it's the end of the world." But
this guy.
hey, you know what I'm saying? We can get it popping.
yeah, I had to look him up and look at his face.
Yeah.
I could give a shit who any of these people are.
But he was such a great actor. I really believe that he was like scared, and he was.
Even John Malkovich was terrible. in it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Everyone phoned it in. They didn't give a fuck. Well, it's a paycheck. What are you gonna do?
We have to go outside. We can't go outside.
Good God. Alex, your mom has shit taste in movies.
She absolutely does, and I've told that to her face.
Speaking of whatever we just said.
We sentenced this one already.
We already did, yeah.
Chernobyl. Have you seen Chernobyl?
All right, we talked about this in a previous episode. We'll get over this real quick. Bernie Sanders, you know what? Can you really trust this guy? I saw him wearing a very expensive coat.
Uh-oh.
And
I heard he has 2 houses
What?
and makes $300,000 a year.
Bag.
well, guess what? Bernie Sanders has a sword.
What? From whom?
I got to stop the show for a second. Grant just swallowed a mouthful of beer and did a spit
An actual
take.
spit take.
Yeah.
And like for only me and Alex, nobody else could see that. But God damn it, I
You
appreciate
heard it.
It
I
was
appreciate
genuine.
that.
I got all over the computer and everything.
Yeah. So apparently he received a sword from Ross Perot. Just look at it. He's got this.
Why?
I don't know why, but I'm about to find out.
What kind of sword, though?
This is the best research for this show.
A katana?
No, it's not.
Is Bernie a...
It's a Hattori Hanzo.
Yeah.
He's a weeaboo.
He's a weeaboo. Oh, my God.
This is a fucking... Holy shit.
Someone's got to face app him with
This
the
is a
Chinese
serious
face.
sword.
And
This is
the
like some
Hattori
fucking
Hanzo sword.
Excalibur bullshit. Look at this. It's insane.
Hattori Hanzo.
Uh,
Oh, that's a legit sword.
That's a
But
sword
did it
that
belong to anyone cool?
that's a sword that
Ross
a rich
Perot.
person would have.
third-party candidate in the 1992 presidential election.
Okay. Based.
So why do you get this sword?
He probably sucked
Read-
his dick in some weird ceremony.
One of those fucking
Yeah, some weird...
Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove.
people who control the world.
Yeah.
He gave up some real good sloppy toppy at Bohemian.
Epstein's Island.
Yeah. Bernie was there, giving that neck. Bernie's giving that neck. You think Bernie gives good head?
I don't want to picture it.
Well, Grant, picture
How
this.
does this feel?
Picture this, Grant. You don't have a
Everyone-
choice because he's got that sword pointed at your throat, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Take it off
Every American deserves a good blowjob.
from me. I want to suck dick."
Bernie's giving up that neck. That neck, though.
I almost did a spit take from that.
Would you,
You didn't
give?
though. You're too.
Would you get top from Bernie if like you and him alone in a room just for the story, and he goes, "Kevin, suck your dick."
Why is he talking like that?
Why is Bernie
that's my
Sanders
impression of Bernie.
retarded?
He does kind of come on. He does kind of talk like that.
No, he does. And I would say, sir, it would be an honor. Anyway, Bernie Sanders has a sword. His punishment is
He also has to have an anime sex pillow.
yes. Done. Moving on.
Damn, I really wish it was a katana.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Photoshop Bernie with a.
If I lose the election
Kimono.
this time, I'm going to commit seppuku.
You don't want that to happen, do you?
I hope not. No.
Guys, guess what?
What's that?
What?
There's a new James Bond in town.
Oh, I heard.
Or should I say,
yes, Queen.
Jane Bond.
Hey now, Jamaica Bond.
So there is a new James Bond, and it's a black female actor.
Jalissa Bond. All right.
So, how many Bonds are there now, Grant?
At least.
Let's see if we can count.
Thousands at this point.
It's
Brosnan, Craig, that one that was there for one movie, the boring one.
Adam Sandler.
This is like Doctor Who, where they regenerate, right?
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan
Well,
dies.
007 is
turns
just
into,
James Bond is just the name of 007, the agent at MI6. So it could be any agent. If you're 007, the agent, you're just James Bond.
Right.
So what are they going to call her now?
James Bond.
Oh, okay. Now is that really in the script?
I have no idea.
We haven't seen the script yet.
Are they doing
I heard
some
that
like
this is
some
like
statement on
tabloid
gender?
fodder that someone said, "Oh, this might not happen."
Oh.
But maybe someone said that maybe it will happen.
Well, guys, it doesn't matter because people are talking about it.
do you guys like the James Bond movies?
I've never seen a single one.
The Craig ones are good.
Are they?
Yeah, I do like the Daniel Craig ones. I think he's the best Bond. I think we're living in the era of the best Bond.
I liked the
now?
Michael Myers James Bond movies were fantastic.
Austin Powers.
Yeah,
I took me a minute.
Thank you.
I was thinking.
I got it. I just
the-
wanted to make him suffer.
Yeah, I was thinking
the suffer was.
I was
real.
like, what are you talking? He's talking about
yeah, no, the other
Mike
Michael Myers.
I love
horror,
gold.
Halloween.
I love gold.
Classic.
Yeah, great movie. That third one.
What's she gonna drink? A Long Island iced tea.
Shaking.
Yeah, long. She's gonna
Christ.
drink chicken.
It's not a drink.
Kool-Aid, shaken, not stirred.
That's not a drink, sir.
There's an official Twitter account commenting on this.
You can get so racist with these jokes so quick. Black girl James
So
Bond.
she's
What's
not
she
playing
sipping
Bond,
on?
but she's playing the code name.
That doesn't make any sense because the code
007.
name 007 is James Bond.
I haven't seen the single movie ever.
It's like there's 006, 005, 008, but 007, whoever's 007, their code name is James Bond. So it's not their actual
So
name.
they have two code names. They have 007 and James Bond.
No, that's their identification number.
Yeah, when they punch into...
Awfully confusing.
Put in your employee number.
Not very tight
Clock
security
in.
at MI6.
Yeah. Password is password.
James, don't take out the garbage. You're off the clock.
I go James Bond. They
So
got to revamp. Q's got to revamp all the gadgets for the nails. They got to fit in somehow. He's got to like I got to retool these.
I like everything else. I don't give a shit about this.
All the new Q gadgets are like a Birkin bag. That can
I would say
shoot
the
out poison.
punishment is Alex just goes off on these jokes until the movie comes out.
What else?
We got a lot of meaty stories this week. Let's talk about another one here.
I'm just sad that it wasn't Idris Elba. They mentioned him 10 years ago, like, oh, he might be the new James Bond, and everyone was like, a black James Bond? And it's like,
Get out of town.
Because of you guys, this is what you get. This is what you get, a black and a female, and probably she's transgender and in a wheelchair.
Yeah, what are they doing with the name there?
And she's probably also Asian and probably has another thing going on.
Old.
She's probably a gamer. She's probably old.
It really does seem like that would be something in the movie where they go like, "Oh, her name is James Bond," and they're like, "Oh, problem." What? Who
And they're
cares?
like,
What's in a name?
This is exactly what these people deserve.
Issue? Oh, I'm sorry, audience. Issue?
So speaking
They
of
break the fourth wall and
I'm
just
sorry,
look
yeah.
directly into the camera.
Black Lady James Bond. Oh, I'm sorry, audience. Do you have an issue?
I wish
Are
more
you
movies
gonna say
did that.
something?
So speaking of controversial casting decisions, Scarlett Johansson has said that she should be allowed to play anybody she wants.
She's a fox.
And
She
that
can do whatever she likes.
includes James Bond, I guess.
Smoke show.
Pull up that article. Let's research the story for once.
Let's read the
her do
yahoo.com article.
All right, everybody, if you want to follow along, just go to yahoo.com.
/Scarlett-Johansson-said-she-was-able-153505.
Shut the fuck up. Scarlett Johansson, hold on, go up.
Hey.
Scarlett Johansson said she should be able to play any person or any tree or any animal, and Twitter isn't having any of it.
That was a great reading of that title there, Kev.
Thank you.
I like the
Twitter
sassy
is
hand
not
movement.
having any of it.
Again, a visual gag for a show that's...
This just feeds right into everything with social media, the titles at Yahoo, these idiots who are writing these things, and Twitter is having none of it.
I hate how
Wow,
these
great
things
title.
are worded.
Hey, I
And
got
that's not okay.
And, yeah. Whatever
I'm
you say.
casting a role as my girlfriend tonight. 2 hours. It's a 2-hour role. Quick buck. Scarlett Jo, hit me up.
Where are you going to take her?
To the fucking Pound Town. to Butt Blast City. That's where we're going. Right there.
You didn't see it, but we fist bumped.
I saw it. I was for me.
Scarlett
no one
Jo.
else.
Scarlett Johansson. Oh, right. She played an Asian, and then they got mad at her.
Well, she played a cartoon character, but whatever.
Cartoon Asian. Should have just used the Face app for that one.
Cartoon Asian, which
Problem solved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
the problem with this story is after this article came out, there was another article that came out that said, let me pull this up. This is variety.com.
Okay.
So, you're getting all the sides of the story. She later said her casting comments were edited for clickbait.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What exactly she said, I don't know. I don't care to read this.
Shouldn't she just be like, who cares? Fuck off. Didn't she apologize? I think she did apologize for the Asian thing. Playing
I
an
think
Asian.
so. And she
Don't
was.
these people get tired of apologizing all the time? Just go, fuck you.
Listen, I
It
got
goes away in
a
week.
punishment.
What?
They cast her in that new Cats movie that everybody's talking about.
There's a cat.
I was going to bring that up, actually.
Fuck.
Did you see the trailer?
I've seen just about every thumbnail I can bear to
it's
see.
terrible.
Why would they make a movie about?
You got to watch the trailer. The faces are they look like Sonic the Hedgehog, like the Sonic the Hedgehog live action movie.
Oh, she'd be a great Sonic. Why? Or Tails.
Scarlett Johansson.
If Scarlett Johansson was cast as Sonic, I would finally get all the furry porn art about
Hell yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog. I'd be like, I get it now.
I understand.
Sign me up.
We got a sexy Sonic in the house. Yeah, I don't know. I'm depressed now. I don't want to talk about any of this anymore.
Scarlett Johansson even that hot? Am I remembering wrong?
Let's she's got one of those faces that sort of
It could go either way. You can dial it up a lot.
let's go to hotornot.com/Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
See there maybe.
Yeah,
But then you go here and you're like, oh no. She's got this dessert looking haircut.
That's when she's trying to be like, I'm a young bitch.
Yeah. Then
I'll
you go to
beat
this
you
one
up.
and you're like, oh, maybe.
Oh, hey now.
Then you go to this picture and you're like, oh, she's got kind of a weird shaped head.
So as soon as we leave here, Alex, Grant is going to be scrolling this Google search results. For
I will
quite some
too.
time.
I'm getting a little tight in the front pocket.
312-788-7361. Let us know if you think Scarlett Johansson, hot or not.
Please.
That's what this show is turning into.
Fuck or kill.
Anyway, let's fuck her.
Would you fuck Scarlett
newest-
or kill her?
Because we don't believe in the
Thought
sanctity
Cops
of
lore.
marriage.
Those are the two options.
Did we punish for black female James Bond?
Yeah, I guess.
Did we?
I don't
What
know.
she got to get?
I think we did.
Oh,
Al-
yeah,
I
you
was saying
said-
Alex goes
yeah.
off.
Okay.
She's got to have. Oh, that was my. Okay, that was
Yeah.
the punishment. I say jokes.
So let's move on to Key to the City. If that's all right with you, Grant.
Do you want to talk about we'll key to the city it up. Unless you want to talk about Chris Pratt and his white supremacist shirt.
I don't.
Okay.
Nah, no thanks.
My Key to the City this week goes to the Twitter account Levon Way.
It's a good one.
You know that one?
Yeah.
What is it? Explain
It's hard
for
to
me.
explain. It's
It's,
just like some guy pretending to be Asian,
Yeah.
Oh God. Is he
and he
using the
speaks
filter?
in a broken.
There's no pictures. It's just
He speaks in like broken English, just giving his thoughts.
Once again, my internet does not work. Gonna have to look this up on the old phone.
oh wow.
The new phone. The new old phone. The phone that had
Same
the
as
old
your phone.
Levon Way, you say.
Stomach is burbling and the tummy is grumbling.
Zwick, cut out this
Yeah, my buddy turned me on to Levon.
good account.
I gave him a follow. All right.
Well, that's my Key to the City. Is that account? Grant, what's
Cool.
yours?
The Humboldt Park alligator.
Gone too soon.
Did they get it?
They got it.
I haven't been up to breast.
They're
What
sending
they do to it?
They're sending it back to Florida. It's going to register as a Republican.
You know that was just like some drug dealer's buy.
Yeah.
His pet, yeah.
There's going to be a tiger there
It was
next.
tiny. It's a tiny little guy.
You know, he bought it for like a music video, and it was just like, oh, fuck.
I want to throw it in the lagoon.
Yeah, I don't want to keep this fucking thing.
Just started growing too big and probably nipped him on the dick.
Yeah, eating his Coke.
Yeah.
So, Alex, what's your key to the city? What's something positive?
My key to the city? Oh, I sent a music video in the Google Doc.
Which one?
Not the TikTok. That one is too visual, I think.
It's you say this for me.
What's it say?
It's in sin.
It tiene sin. Remember. You should just play the song for. It's only like a minute till it gets to the hook. You're gonna enjoy this hook.
All right.
I gotta get one of my characters, Lil Cern. I hit this guy up on Instagram. I want to see if he responds. See if I can get him on a song.
Hey, IO Netrunner, if you're listening to this, is the audio working yet?
Hey, real quick, I want to run to the back.
Hurry up.
Grant, this shit is bumping.
Thank you.
What kind of music you like? What kind of music you get into? Unironically. Hey, let's drop this.
I played music
here.
for a little while. I've been sort of bouncing around. It's still bad. Great. Been playing, but I kind of dropped out of it, and I've been kind of bouncing around a couple different things. I've been listening to a lot of Nick Cave lately.
I don't know who that is. What does he do?
It's an Australian guy, sort of singer, songwriter, poetish, sort of whatever. It's interesting.
I listen to a lot of Young Thug.
Ironically or unironically?
Unironically, no.
Okay.
I enjoy Young Thug.
Gotcha. I don't know who Young Thug is. I'm not up to date on a lot of the...
You'd recognize him.
Probably.
Yeah. Just rap guy. Travis Scott.
What's other up?
Grant is puking beer onto his computer here. That's why we're having so many technical difficulties.
Could be. This computer's a piece of shit. I got this for free from a place that I worked at. Because they were just like, hey, we're getting rid of all these computers and we're formatting the hard drive.
You got a lot of music stuff in here. You should do some live music streams.
I should.
You think people would like that? You think people would enjoy?
Maybe. I've put a couple of like music videos up on YouTube and stuff. I'm just sort of taking them down.
Uh-huh. My only music outlet is Lil Cern. My emo rap.
Yeah, it's good.
That's what this guy's doing. But he's on a whole nother level.
What's the one thing that fucking was I can't think of it. Lost my train of thought.
It'll come to you.
All right, what were we talking about?
Music video.
This is pretty good.
Yeah. S-I-double-N-A. Hey, Alexa, let's get it.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
It's the hook you gotta wait for. The hook is nothing short of amazing.
It used to be just you and me. We would chill after classes, and I would pick you up after practice just to get you on that mattress. And I could
Hey.
that girl who I could share my dreams with, but you were too blind to see this. And so you left me standing there so speechless. You never believed in me, but I'm one of a kind girl. You can find nobody else like
Hold on.
me, yeah. You were out of your mind, girl, 'cause I'm that
Oh God. Oh God.
one of a kind girl. You can find nobody else like me.
You did not see that coming, did you?
I didn't know.
All right.
Is this guy allowed to say that?
I don't know. He looks like Indian, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
He looks like
ethnic-ish.
he might be like Pakistani. I guess he's black.
Or Mexican-ish, or
I guess he's black.
a black Mexican Indian man.
Yeah, maybe he's like black and
Jesus
Mexican or something.
Christ.
Also, those guys look a little bit old to be talking about high school.
I think he's like 29. I looked it up.
Jeez.
Like
I
you said.
delved into
So
his
that's your key to-
Instagram there.
That's your key to the city
That
this
is,
week.
yeah.
All right.
Someone sent me that on Twitter, and then they're like, wait to get to the hook. And I got to the hook, and I was like, I'm glad I waited.
God.
This week's Stock Cops word of the week is FOMO. It's fear of missing out.
We all have it.
We all have it.
I don't have it anymore now that I know that hook. I don't feel like I'm missing out at all.
I feel like that's just sort of the zenith of culture.
Yeah.
And at this point, I am...
Racism ended.
I no longer fear, and I no longer miss out.
Hey, we got an orange president now, so, that's all the races.
Fucking Cheeto motherfucker.
Zwick, cut this part.
Damn. Grant, you went there.
So before we get to the voicemails...
I'd like to take a moment to apologize.
Cheeto.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. That's it.
I'd like to take a moment to go in on that Cheeto motherfucker. He's a Cheeto.
Hey, you said it, not me.
Old Cheeto-looking ass.
So, before we get to the voicemails, Alex, where can we find you? Where can just Be Nice to Me Productions, Alex Schultz, everything you want to know.
Just YouTube, Be Nice to Me Productions, Instagram, Be Nice to Me Productions, Twitter, Be Nice to Me Prod, P-R-O-D.
Yeah, definitely check that out. Subscribe
check it
if
out.
you can.
If you can.
If you can.
Smash that like button. Scribble. Make sure to share. Comment what you thought you liked in the video.
What you thought you liked, you may not know.
People say that when people say that at the beginning of the video, they start the video and they go, hey, make sure to smash that like button and hit it. You haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, how do I know if I like this?
Because people are fucking stupid, and if you tell them to do it, they will.
I guess
that is true. There's some they do
like
studies
11.
on this shit, and it's like when somebody says that, you're 25% more likely to actually interact with it.
What is it, the Stanford prison experiment?
Yeah.
Now, what's the percentage on like 10-year-olds? Because that's what it's got to work on, right?
Experiment. Yeah.
10-year-olds and dumb adults.
I get. Okay.
Jelly bean eaters.
What's up, guys?
That will always make me laugh no matter what.
Make sure to like. But yeah, unironically though, go to Be Nice to Me Productions. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to hit subscribe, guys.
And we'll drop a couple of them video links in the
description below. Anyway, let's get to those voicemails.
Let's do it. Great production value, like always.
Hey, Thought Cops, it's Lars.
Hey.
I'm calling in because I have a 2 minutes of hate that was inspired by Grant's.
See? I'm
last
inspirational.
episode when he was talking about stupid podcast suggestions that people give him in terms of topics. I kind of have a similar one.
Please don't suggest something.
And it's when... This happens about once or twice a month at this point, maybe even like once a week during certain periods when I'm like heavily socializing. It's when I'm talking to someone about my show, which I really don't like doing in real life.
Yes, you do.
But, if someone asks, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I do a podcast. We interview, YouTubers. We interview voice actors, musicians, celebrities, politicians. Yeah. And they're like, okay, cool. But then every once in a while, I'll get someone who's like, oh, yeah. You should totally have me come on your podcast sometime. It'll be a lot of fun. And it's like, all right. And I don't want to say this to them, but internally I'm thinking like, but you're Dave who works at Starbucks. Like the word, like I wouldn't put it like, oh, you don't matter. Just like, who would bother to tune into your episode other than our actual fans? But it's like, how do you tell someone like, oh, you're not really that
barista shaming
and not like have it be severely socially awkward? I've never really known what to do about that. Anyway, that's all.
Just saying, no, you got no clout, bitch.
Just whip your dick out and assert dominance.
I got one question about that voicemail. First of all, did it come to us from Philadelphia? Second of all, was the weather a little bit sunny outside? But for real though, I did have an experience like this once, like maybe like a year or two ago.
I'm pretty sure you just tell people yes and then just never invite them on.
No, I was at a party once.
That's the move.
And I was like, I got done recording here and I went to a party and then someone was like, hey, how did the recording go? And I'm like, it was good. And then someone's like, oh, what did you record? And I'm like, oh, a podcast. And he's like, oh, cool. I want to be on. And I'm like, well, there's a voicemail line. You can drop a voicemail. We'll play it on the show.
In Boys Town?
Just some prick. But anyway, he was just going off and he's like, and he's like, oh, you're too good to have me on your show. Hey, this guy thinks he's too good to have me on his little podcast. And he went around to like 5 people at the party. Like, that guy thinks he's too good to have me on his little show. And I was just like...
What'd he do? What'd this guy do?
Nothing. He's just some drunk guy at a party. Oh. Zero clout.
Have an alcoholic on. You could interview him about his alcoholism.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds fun.
So what's it like?
That wouldn't be a disaster at all.
No, not
Kev,
at all.
I didn't believe that guy either when he said he hates talking about his podcast. I don't believe that. I think he loves
It's
talking
bullshit.
about his podcast.
We all know it's bullshit. You called in to leave a voicemail to talk about your podcast.
Gotcha.
And guess what? Me and Grant have been on that podcast in general, the first podcast.
Check it out.
So, yeah, check that app out because we had enough clout to get on.
Thank God.
Very cool.
I don't have enough clout yet to fight a midget, but maybe one day.
I'm telling you, if he comes to Chicago, dude, find out where he's going, ambush him with a camera. He wants to get on camera, dude. He loves cameras. He'll interview with anyone.
He loves the camera.
And I saw some interviews he was doing. He was doing interviews for podcast people that have 10 subscribers on YouTube. Just anyone hits him up and he's like, yeah, sure. Blah, blah, blah. He's very hungry for attention.
It's one of those things where I'm like, I bet we could
Just
get him
go with
on
the
here,
gloves.
but I don't want to talk to
Yeah,
him.
and you don't want him in your apartment.
No. I don't want him calling in on our Discord channel either. I don't really want anything to do with him. I'll hit him, though, a couple times. That looks fun.
Next voicemail.
Hey, Thought Cops, IO Netrunner here, and my 2 minutes of hate this week is when I tell my Alexa to set a reminder for an hour, and she says, okay, set a reminder for 60 minutes. It's like, no, you dumb bitch. I said an hour. You're going to say an hour back to me, not 60 minutes. I don't need a fucking conversion. I know it's super petty, but it just annoys the shit out of me every time, and I don't know why. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.
That's not petty.
No, I think it's because it's like Alexa trying to correct you. Oh, actually, you meant, you be more specific.
Listen, you uppity bitch.
Yeah.
Don't fucking tell me. I fucking know.
It's
I graduated
underhanded.
elementary school.
Oh, so you mean... See, I can't do that. 360... I'm trying to figure out how many
5
seconds are in a
days.
minute right now. Wait, 60 in a minute. 50 times 60.
We'll figure this out later.
360.
Carry the...
That's 3,600?
I'll leave a voicemail
no
with the
idea.
answer, 312-788-7361.
I'm not smart enough to do basic math in my head. Should I do...
I hope it's 3,600. I look fucking retarded.
I have no idea what he's saying.
Yeah, this is... I want to do this one and then...
That's a lot. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Hello, Thought Cops. I'm calling in to salute that freedom fighter Luke you had on. You know, it shouldn't surprise anyone to learn that Peanut is not his real name.
Oh!
Actually, Senor Cacahuate is an immigrant from Peru. He's lived here since the 900s AD, and he has never attempted to become a citizen because he does not care for America. There's a triple clot. Fuck me.
All right, well, that voicemail came to us from Colonel Mustard.
That voicemail came to us from the 1950s from an old school CBS radio broadcaster who was yelling at us about the Red Scare.
Is that Andy Kaufman?
Yeah.
It's Andy Kaufman's new character, yeah.
Came back from the dead to leave that voicemail.
Wait, who's Andy Kaufman's character? The guy?
He had a couple.
Oh, yeah, Tony Clifton.
Tony
Yeah,
Clifton.
yeah.
That was Tony Clifton.
Right. Same number left the same voicemail, so I don't know what that's all about. Maybe he talks about it.
Never mind any other calls you get from this number. This is not a secure line.
Oh.
Likely, Cacahuate will be using deep fakes to try to discredit me, but you've got to listen and you've got to look up the facts. He puts his harmful allergens in almost every processed food in America, threatening our very children. And why is he allowed to stay? Because he's a triple crosser. He supported the traitorous Confederacy, and when the tide turned, he supported the tyrannical Union. You can't
What the
trust
fuck is this
either
guy talking
government or
about?
the one that you see now, which is not the real government. It's actually a cover for the deep state, which itself is merely a lie.
Tony, a little long on the bit there.
Yeah.
Brevity is the key here.
Yeah.
Not funny. Moving on from your gay voicemail.
Hey guys, my 2 minutes of hate is self-refreshing news feeds like Instagram or whatever.
We get a text.
Every time I want to scroll through my new posts, and I lock my phone to do something else, and I unlock my phone again to continue to scroll.
Yeah.
It refreshes automatically, goes back all the way to the top and loads new posts so that to get back to the point where I was before, I have to scroll twice as long.
He's got a point.
And it really, really fucking pisses me off. Jesus Christ. My punishment for, I don't know, Instagram belongs to Facebook too, right? So
it's all the same company.
Punishment would be that Zuckerberg has to kill himself. Yeah, that's right.
Great.
He has to kill himself.
Welcome.
It's the second death threat that's come out of this show so far.
In Minecraft. He said in Minecraft.
He did say
Minecraft. Great.
And even though he's German, don't get that confused with Mein Kampf.
Yeah, it's like
that was a legitimate one. I feel
the pain
on
that with like Facebook. I'll go onto Facebook and it'll be like, picture of a hot lady, and I'll be like, oh, who's this? But I'll have already hit like the whatever button, and it like it will scroll to the top of a different thing, and I'll scroll down and I'll be like, where'd you go? And I can't find it, and I'm like, I guess fuck me, right?
Trying to get some pussy on Facebook?
No. It's impossible.
It is, isn't it?
We've all tried, okay?
Sure.
He'll have to
slide in those messengers.
Grant's poking girls on Facebook.
In 2019, you sending some pokes.
I'm trying to make them vampires, okay? Sending them invites.
Trying to get them invites to Farmville.
Yeah. Trying to get them onto my farm.
Join my mafia in Mafiaville. Mafia Wars.
I need more peaches for my peach field.
All right.
You know what's funny? Off that, go onto Facebook's Farmville page and look at the comments. There are people commenting from like a day ago. It's always like old people in their 60s and 70s. And they're going off. They're using Farmville terminology that you don't even know what they mean. like Fortnite terminology, but for like Farmville. And they're going in like, oh, the crystals in here haven't been updated. So now my rutabagas aren't coming in properly. Like, when is this app going to get fixed? This bug.
This plays so much into fucking your 2 minutes of hate from earlier, because all these fucking old people, oh, you millennials and your Fortnite. And it's like, you're playing Farmville still.
They're on Farmville.
It's like, I'm out here playing
Solitaire.
Yakuza Kiwami, you fucking moron.
The Solitaire, the Farmville, the...
Fucking Words with Friends.
Oh.
I'm not your friend and I don't want to play with you.
That would have been a bit that killed 10 years ago.
That's a Dennis Leary bit from the 90s.
Yeah.
And what's his Words with Friends? I'm not your friend and I don't want to play with you. Fuck you.
I am 100% sure that this whole Little Mermaid is black now. Outrage is fabricated, because all I saw on the internet was people arguing, oh, it's okay that she's black now. She's a fish. Or whatever, mermaid or whatever. I don't give a fuck. But I never actually saw anybody complaining about it in the first place.
Oh, you weren't looking hard enough.
Man, we have to destroy Disney or we're all gonna get fucked.
Big facts.
I'm 100% with
you.
You.
He ain't capping, bruh. I am choking about. Why is he like whispering?
He's in a dungeon somewhere in Germany.
Black Mermaid.
He left one more too.
All right, I'm excited.
All right, bring it on. Yeah.
All right, this is Kevin stopped on MP3. All right.
Yeah, now I finally also have an internet-related 2 minutes of hate. So
nice,
Kevin, you can stop whining now.
All right, I don't know what it was, but
no,
I think it was the mermaid.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to bring something else.
I probably played those in reverse order. So that's how he sent them. So
Well, honestly, okay. Let's be real for a second. Thank you so much for following the format of the show.
Yeah,
and not doing a weird impression of a
Tony Clifton
character, or talking about how your neighbor doesn't take the garbage out on time.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the Tony Clifton thing, it was funny for like 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
there was like a minute and a half of content there.
That second voicemail.
Second
one. Should have just left the first one.
First one should have been at least half.
You go in, you hit it hard, and you walk out.
We could cut half out of that first one.
The sequel is never as good.
The voice wasn't terrible.
Potential.
In my opinion.
Potential.
I don't know what the fuck he was talking about, though.
You know, something's really going wrong in society when it's 2019 and people are still using martyrdom and last stand in Call of Duty as their death streaks. These people just need to be shot.
in Minecraft.
Right.
They get shot in Peggle.
In Peggle, too.
Hey. Bitch boy cop.
Hey.
Come on.
I'm sick of my mom being really fucking
is she in a dungeon as
online.
well?
Like, not like a day after that incel dude nearly decapitated that teenage girl, she's like messaging me like, this is why I'm worried about you. You like to say provocative things, not sexual. Online, I'm afraid someone's gonna be fixated on you and kill you. I'm like, bitch, like, okay, you need to chill out because do you know how many chicks there are online who don't get decapitated by these stalkers?
Oh my God.
A lot,
Great
probably.
metric.
And, you know, I've met a lot of people online and knock on wood, I haven't been killed yet. I'm living with people I met online. So, you know, I'm an adult and you need to stop being so online. Stop going on Reddit. It really sucks. You're too in tune and you know all the millennial zoomer language. Please stop, Mom. I know you're going to listen to this, probably.
Does she listen?
Stop.
It's your mom.
Stop. I'm an adult.
Mom, call in.
Yeah, oh, please.
We want to hear your side of the story.
Reddit is bad. It's
Gang, I hate to kill the
cancer.
party here. I got to disavow. I think this is a stolen
you should
joke
just go on
off Twitter.
Neopets and enjoy that. Or, you know.
I don't think this happened.
Please stop being online, Mom. Stop. Tell me what to do. I'm a grown adult.
Okay, I actually have seen the text messages.
This is a stolen joke off Twitter.
I wish it were. I wish it were.
Lives with.
It's.
She is a joke thief. I am disavowing her. She is not welcome on the program again.
I'm sorry, Alex, laying on the law. Sorry, Nikki.
That did not happen. Her mom did not call her upset about the incel decapitation.
You don't think that that's happened?
That is so
I'm sure it happened to someone. It did not happen to her. She saw a picture of it online. That is a stolen joke.
I actually have also seen the text.
Well, Alex,
disavow.
you're saying that her head has not been cut off.
Hers has not. No.
Okay.
Someone's has.
Simple as that.
Simple as. Steal jokes.
Weird flex, but okay.
Get denied.
There's one
Grant
more.
block her. No more voicemails.
All right, I'll block the number. There's one more, but it's very inaudible. I text message the person back to get him to resend it, but I heard no response. So we'll see if we can hear it.
Okay.
If not, we just cut it.
Alex, quick call-in question here. A lot of people nowadays have trouble finding girlfriends. I'm in an opposite scenario. I'm getting 10, 20, 31 a day hitting me up. Can't have that big problem. So if you could give me some of your anti-women talent, arrogant tips, it'd be much appreciated. Thanks, big guy.
Can't hear it.
Well, that caller set his phone on one end of the room and then walked to the other side to leave that voicemail.
He clicked call and then just threw it.
Oh, hey, Alex, I need a girlfriend.
And then he walked all the way back to hang it up. Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
You didn't catch that? No, he was talking to you directly. He's calling you out.
Yeah, he said something about how people have problems getting women or something, but he has the opposite problem. He gets 10 or 20.
Yeah.
And then he asked you some questions.
Hey, that's a good problem to have.
If you want to answer.
Can't relate. Wouldn't be able to answer. 10 or 20 women at a time. Hey, that's a good problem.
Yeah, you should be giving.
Solve those problems one by one, I'd
us
say.
Advice. Call back in and relieve a louder voicemail, please.
Yeah. Proximity, that's very important when you're on the phone.
Key to a good voicemail.
That is.
All right, y'all.
That's the last one.
All right, y'all. This is how I never sign off the show, but I'm going to start doing it right now.
All right, y'all.
All right,
An
y'all.
hour already, man. It's been fun, gang.
It's been a ride. Alex, thank you so much for coming on the show.
It was a blast.
Please check out Be Nice to Me Productions,
We're
one of my
begging
favorite YouTube channels. It's like finding gold in a fake gold mine, when you go to frontier towns and they have the buckets full of fake
pay
gold.
$10.
Yeah. You're like, this isn't even real gold. Why would I pay for it? It's like finding gold in that.
Big agree. I gotta agree, big guy.
And you can support the show at patreon.com/thoughtcops. You can leave your own voicemail at 312-788-7361 or thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks, everybody, for listening. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Bye.